Back to the channel. Today it is raining once again. This morning we had to deal with repriming our well pump, so we did that off camera. It's currently 2:30 in the afternoon. Tristan's about to fire up the chainsaw, and today we're just going to cut down some trees. Yeah, it's not ideal. We can't use the Canon today because it's so rainy. So all the footage that you'll see is going to be from one of our GoPros. But we're just gonna knock down some trees today, and then depending on what time we finish that up, I'll hop on the tractor and start pushing them out. It's supposed to rain again tomorrow, so that's kind of not fun, so we'll probably have to do something very similar. But yeah, rain's not gonna stop us from working. It's not gonna stop us from getting results. Hope y'all enjoy.
So yeah, I honestly have to say today was not that much fun. Between getting rained on, all day essentially, and having to deal with repriming our well pump and then walking through all the mud that was in this hollow, it was needless to say kind of tough, but we got it done. We cut down between 25 and 30 trees a day. This is just some of them that we got on film for everybody to see. It's going to be real interesting to pull these out with the tractor. We'll probably have to just like cut them into big logs and then take them out in pieces and then buck them or cut them into smaller logs so that we can eventually split them or turn them into something useful that we can use on the property. But I'm really proud with the work that we did today. We got a lot done. Tomorrow it's supposed to rain, but we should have a good window in which we can get work done, so it shouldn't be that bad. Tristan and I took turns running the chainsaw. As I said before, I had to shoot I shot all the footage today with a GoPro. For the most part, it turned out well. I just wish I would have been able to use the Canon for it, but I'm happy with it. All these trees that we're cutting down are either bent in one shape or form, or they're dead, or they're just choking out other healthy trees. So we're not just going around cutting down random trees for no reason. Like for instance, like this one is clearly leaning in a not good order, and then it goes from this lean all the way up to a straight 90-degree upright stalk. It's really cool looking, don't get me wrong. Like I really like the aesthetic of it, but it's just not doing any good. And eventually when it gets too wet, or if we have too much rain in the future, then it'll probably just fall over and we'll have to deal with it then. So while we're doing this, we're just getting this out of the way and then getting our silvopasture working. We're also doing more clearing where we started our clearing series. Each and every day we do a little bit. We're using the chop saw blade on the weed eater to cut around the trees, building up more in our brush piles so we can burn. It looks like, at least it's forecasted so far, that it's supposed to rain all next week. So if it does, then we won't be able to do our controlled burn next week, but it is what it is. You have to adapt, you have to move. You just keep going forward. Don't let things stand in your way. Set your goal, go out, do it. But yeah, it was pretty fun. We ran the chainsaw for a good 2 hours today and just cut down all these trees. They're primarily all hardwoods. We didn't cut down any pines today, and they're so wet, so you'll see it kind of like splinter on the front a little bit. But it wasn't bad. Didn't have any issues. The only real issue that we had today was the vines, and you'll see it later on in the video. Some of the trees that we fell got caught up in vines and against other trees that are bent. For instance, like these two trees right here that are growing out of one stump, they interlock at the top and then they fell over and landed into another tree, so we had to be very careful with it. So we left it there, and then we're gonna pull back on it with the tractor with either a chain or a tow strap, just to be careful so we don't hurt ourselves or endanger ourselves. It wouldn't be fun going to the hospital because you hit yourself with a tree. I don't suggest anybody doing that, so always try to work smart, work within your realm of being comfortable. Um, but a lot of trees, I wouldn't even really consider this a tree, although it is. We cut down too because they're just shooting up and choking out healthier trees that could develop and become really great looking trees in the future. So went ahead and nipped those down as well. It's turning out awesome. Like this summer when everything or this spring when it starts sprouting up and everything, I'm really interested to see how the landscape has changed this past quote unquote winter. It's been a real temperate winter, I would say. It can at least down here it ranged between like 38 and then the next day it would be like 72. So it's very strange. Um, we had a few dead trees like this we ended up cutting down. There's just going to be a lot of pulling trees out of this section of woods. So I hope you all enjoy watching this kind of stuff because we're going to be doing it for the next few days, if not the next week. But on Friday, we start our next chapter with starting to get livestock. So like I said previously in the last two videos, Friday we'll be picking up our baby chicks. It's going to be 100 of them, and I think I've mentioned it in videos before that if we only lose about 20%, I'm hoping, like, I don't want any of them to die, but it's inevitable some of them will probably die, and I hope it only ends up being 20% because then that would give us 80 chickens out of the 100, and I still think that's a lot of chickens. They're one of the best egg-laying kind, so they on average each year lay 300 eggs. So that'll be exciting to take y'all along with us and watch their development. And shortly after, we'll be getting our cows, our cattle, our pigs, our goats. So a lot of big exciting things are going to be happening into this channel. We're getting new implements for our tractor, so we'll discuss those in the future as we get them in on the farm. So it's going to be exciting. We have a bunch of things happening, and I'm just excited to be able to take y'all along with our journey. As we grow and y'all's favoritism grows with us, we'll kind of grow like a kinship, and I think it's going to be really good for everybody. Start to get to know everybody like on a first name basis, and y'all get to know our names. Like everybody knows Tristan's name, but they've never really known my name or my dad's name or anybody like that. So that's going to be exciting to share with everybody as well. So yeah, we're just going to continue our work and get things done.
Everyone, as you can see, we've got a lot of trees that we fell. It's a lot. It's opened up a lot, but it's also so much that we're gonna have to take out of here. We're not gonna be able to do it for the next few days since it's raining on and off, and this ground is gonna be way too soft. If you look down here, it is very, very wet. So yeah, after we do this, we're gonna have to let it dry out in here for a little while. But Friday is chicken day, like I said in the past two videos. So Friday we'll get our chickens and have all that good stuff done. But we're just gonna continue to cut down a few more trees and see what the day holds for us. This morning was a little not fun since we had to work on we had to re-prime our well pump because it lost prime for some reason. And so yeah, we lost a bunch of time today, but still out here getting work done, and it's just another exciting day here on the farm.
So here I am running the chainsaw for the first time that you'll see me on video today. I ended up cutting down like, I don't know, 7 or 8 trees, not that many, because I was running the camera. But I just took my time with it, worked my way into getting around this little tree right here. I ended up doing a single back cut and then following it forward. But there's just so many vines, like I mentioned earlier. A lot of the trees and branches that we cut ended up just falling into the vines. So whenever we get our grapple for our tractor, That'll help a lot, but this section will already be cleared. So in the future, pulling things out of trees or moving things around will be a lot easier. But we just don't have a grapple right now, so we got to make do. But yeah, clean cut, just fell right over. Excited to start pulling these trees and this brush out of this section to actually see where we're standing with our clearing, because right now it's just like toppled over on each other, and it's really hard to see the impact really that we've made. I mean, don't get me wrong, the impact is great. From afar you can actually see through it, and it looks so awesome. It really excites me. It makes me very happy for our future here. It makes me happy for our future on YouTube with everybody, sharing our experiences. Because when whoever was here from the beginning sees this and then sees what it ends up being at the end, you're going to be like, I can't believe that is the same place. That's the same property. It's just really nice to see. And then we just go down the line and just start felling trees. In a few minutes, you'll actually see. I'm going to run at normal speed, everything like that, but it'll be live, and you'll see us fell a tree that is pretty impressively leaning. It's pretty crazy. But for instance, like this tree right here is literally hanging in the air from these vines. These vines are all over this little section of our property and throughout our trails that go into our woods that we're keeping, I'd say, quote unquote, like natural for livestock and hunting and everything. But those vines are they're a pain in the butt. They're not very fun. They're so coarse, they're dense, and they can support so much weight. So this is a very dangerous thing to have, especially when you're felling trees, is to get them caught up in that. And then if people are walking through your woods, and bad things could happen. People could get like seriously injured. So be very cautious when you do that. And it's one of the very first things that we're going to deal with when we start clearing is these treetops.
So if we look at this tree right here, got a good, I don't know, 60-degree angle. So we're going to cut down this tree real quick. So should be pretty exciting. Are you ready, Tristan?
No.
Hey Tristan, are you ready?
No.
Let's do it.
Let's not. Let's say we did.
I mean, it's not the sketchiest thing we've done.
Brazen it.
You right. That is impressive. That is an impressively leany tree. go. Prepare to run. Okay. It's going. Timber! Well, everyone, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. We cut down a lot of trees today. It stopped raining now that we're soaked in rainwater and sweat and mud and all that good stuff. But tomorrow, I guess we'll start pulling these trees out of here. It's a lot, man. Look at this. Look at behind me. All these were cut down today. These cut a big leaner. This one right over here, cut that down today. It's probably leaning 60 degrees or something like that. It's crazy. Opened all this up. You can see out there now. All this underbrush is gonna go. I have a lot more firewood. But yeah, so tomorrow, get on the tractor, get on the side-by-side, pull these out, log them up, put them in the wood pile. Have a good day. So tomorrow is Thursday, I believe. Friday we go get our chickens. Super excited, can't wait to introduce y'all to them. I can't wait to meet them. So if you liked our videos, go ahead and watch our other ones. And if you like them so much, go ahead, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Definitely subscribe. If you're new, thank you so much. If you watched all our videos already and you're already a subscriber, special thank you to you. And until next time, see ya.